Good evening. We returned once again to the story of Caius, the finest spell sword, Dunmer, courier, eternal champion of Tamriel, and now warlock in the Mages Guild. Unfortunately, I don't recall what quest we're on. Alright, so we're looking for Evelona Greensley. And I do recall that I went through a few areas. Now afterwards we might consider doing some other tasks, or trying to summon a Daedra. We need to get some information about that. But before I go any further, I think I'm going to try and make some sense of this labyrinth. Surprise! If I can, I would still like opportunities to level up my abilities, so we'll continue healing and whatnot. But as far as advancement in the Mages Guild is concerned, I have, I think, access to all of the services that I wanted. Possibly teleportation is the only outstanding one. This one will probably take me back to where I've been before. Nope, looks like it doesn't. Alright, we'll leave that there then. Do rather like the stumble that they make when you just come up and hit them. Alright, so this layout is very unfortunate. Just because it winds up being a big maze. Right, gargoyles don't have treasure, just like Atronox. That wasn't quite what I meant to do, but Oh, this is what I've been looking for. Alright, the Daedric Dai Katana is the best possible weapon that I can get for Caius. Or myself. I made a quick note, so other than finding a backup, we're not going to equip it because I have a chance to, if we take a look. My long blade is already at 100%, so it's the blunt weapon is the next one that I can move up through practice. But I'll take a chance to sell most, if not all, of my Daedric claymores. Alright, I need to heal myself. Of course, this is the rather odd thing, is that I've been looking for this weapon for so long, only to not use it, but the way that the leveling works, it's advantageous not to use the weapon you're best at until you absolutely have to. Alright, I've got a few places I can go. I don't think I can claim credit for that. Oh boy, this usually means that we're not. Oh, this doesn't seem to go anywhere. Normally seeing one of these things means there's going to be a switch that I need to find somewhere, and it's just as easy to teleport to the target. Alright, now I don't have any healing if it goes sideways. Alright, well. Apparently the secret to magic is just be strong enough to take on their abilities at close range. Just taking a minute to take a sip of coffee. And I almost just spilled it everywhere. You know, I forgot to do the recall spell, or maybe I did it. Maybe I did it at the start. Either way, it doesn't make sense to go back. something delightfully inelegant about beating down that creature like a vampire with a weapon like this. Again, beyond having a wobbly point of view, this charge-in strategy seems to work pretty well. I thought that was a secret passage. I was going to be really happy for a minute. Ah. I want to be a little bit more careful about these hits, because I believe they can transmit vampirism. If I was more consistent, I should be dropping ingredients always in favor of money, but it's just too much of a pain to normally do. And of course, now that I have the Daikatana, it's actually only magical items that really are a priority. Well, I mean a backup Daikatana, I guess. I will admit to being slightly perplexed as to why the gargoyles bleed, but the vampires don't. Attempting to transmit the vampirism given the spell effect failed message. It could just be her. These would have been cool, but I can't wear them. God, that would have been great.
Freshly drawn map indicates the long-lost location of Vermdon, which you copy down.
Again, we don't use this too much, but we got to do something with our time. So, I'm a little confused as to how I got up here. Oh. No, I actually am a little confused as to how I got up here now. Alright, so I get to pick which dead end I... Now we'll go up and around. So that takes me back to where I've been before. This connects into... Alright, excellent. So, it looks like I neglected a room here, or it's just so small that I didn't go inside it. Again, the self-destructing mages are a nice new touch. The real struggle with levels like this is that there's usually a small room off to the side where the object of the quest is, and it inevitably winds up being one of these places that you don't check until the very end. Alright, so I'm gonna head back down. Now if I want, I can always go for an orc strength to pick up more items, but I don't want to use that trick all the time. I believe I already have that one. No idea where that guy came from. Okay, the scarab is a little tempting here just because it's worth so much more. Part of this is due to all the magic items that I'm carrying in terms of fortification. So looting random bodies hasn't always been a waste of time. Alright, so now I need to figure out a way to that higher level. Alright, here we go. I think we've already got the Alec here, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to pick it up. In the worst case scenario, I just replace it. Still haven't quite figured out why some of those teleport me and others don't. this joyful pattern. Again, I would normally want to drop some of the items and pick up the gold instead, but we'd never get anywhere. Just one moment, I'm gonna take another sip of a drink. I want to see where traps like this go. Ah. Ah. I mean, I'm not dead, so let's see what we can find. Oh, Jesus, another one of these. Right back where we started. In addition to giving me a little bit of a faster take up through the dungeon, one of the reasons why I'm running more is it causes that skill to go up, which means it's a little more likely that I will level up. I would also do the same with swimming, except that swimming is very hard for this character to do for some reason. And there are sort of ways around it in the form of alright, I think I've been here before. Yes. Obviously I can speed up the pace of walking so that I don't drown myself by, accidentally walking into something, but again, the point here isn't to cheat to completely remove any engagement from the game. Alright, I'm gonna try and go through that little doorway area. So again, this is an example of me taking advantage of a cheat that was put into the game to basically allow me to move underwater. Or maybe not. as well die. I can never remember which one this is. Just taking a minute to bring up the commands. Alt F11. Maybe not. Okay, apparently there is no way out of this. Oh, interesting. I actually went from the inner to the outer, not the other way around. Don't remember if there's a wooden board that lets me cross. There we go. All right. Back on track. Not even trying. Let's see if we can figure out any other places to go while we're down here. Again, these mazy hallways always wind up trying my patience. The big drawback is that it's also usually one of the places that the object of your quest can be found. Alright, so we've been through here before. So we'll go and try one of the other avenues. And if we wind up at a point where it's not clear that we can get to anywhere we haven't been before, I'll just use the teleportation. Again, as I'm sure everyone's already figured out, this isn't exactly a purist run, but I'm trying not to abuse the privilege. Alright, hard right, but I think we wind up in a spot where we've already been. Yep. So I can complete the loop, but if I can't find an obvious next step, I think I'm just going to resort to teleportation. So this is a good example because we haven't already gone through here. So while I'm not optimistic that it'll show anything interesting, I want to at least explore it. I generally want to use the teleportation to avoid retracing places that I've already been to, or trying to solve a puzzle, which I think asks too much of you. So for instance, finding out which of the 6 levers distributed all throughout the level, finding out which one opens the gate on the exact opposite side. Jesus Christ, the target was in a closet.
Hello, Yvonne with Greensley's formal tunic, you say? Yes, I believe I ran across a reference to that thing just last week. Where did I put those notes? Oh, here we are. Mellow amber sparkling. That's vintage Evelona Greensley, that for sure. Looks like it was in Jubathiva's den, at least when this was written. Good luck.
New level. Alright, so it's a tough call if I want to put more to my intelligence, my agility, or my strength. Nice round numbers. There we go. I'm not happy when I do that, but it helps. So first thing I want to do is find out if I have a copy of the Alakir. Yes, I do. All right. exploration. So this is a fine example of a time when I would, I guess there's another thing I need to do. So I try not to be too neurotic about this, but obviously, having the extra space available right at the start does help a lot. Okay, lots to do in here. How does one stab with a weapon like this? I'm not gonna run back every single time I get loot, but seeing as we're both paths lead me back to that, not exactly throne room, but that large chamber.
This is undoubtedly Evelona Greensley's formal tunic.
And not exactly how I was expecting that to go, but great. I'm not finished with you. Well, guess I am. So I don't want to do too much exploration, but seeing as we're here, see if I can get anything else that I can pick up. Okay, again, just dropping off the loot that I can. I think I will take a quick trip to that chamber. Wait, why did I pick that up? Whatever, we can sell it still. to run for some loot. The perfect run for loot would be one where I'm only carrying gold. I basically pick up everything. Pick up everything, put it in the wagon, and then I maximize my carrying capacity just with the gold that I find, but that seems a little extreme. It's not clear how much that maze is going to get me, so better to take the money. Again, the self-destructing enemies are a nice change of pace. Neat. We definitely have a copy of that now. Alright, that's the end of it. No point in going for orc strength or anything. Can we load up the wagon? And now we go back to Daggerfall. Alright, so it's early in the morning. Based on where we are, I'm just trying to think of the best way to sell everything. Yeah, I think we'll head to this area. probably should have seen that coming. Alright, now most of this stuff is probably not going to be open at 6:30. 9, 7, alright. Again, I'm sure there's some use that I have in terms of alchemy with these things, but it turns out you can make a fortune just selling it, so...
Not bad, not bad. I'd give most people less, but for you, 4,338 gold. That's my absolute best offer.
I hate wasting time like this, but I think I am going to wait the 2 hours. I'm pretty sure I already have a copy of Fool's Ebony, the 1th. Alright, let's see what he's got to sell. I can't remember if I've read King Edward Part 2 or... The best I can do here is just go to sell, and when I go to my wagon, Alright, so we've read King Edward Part 2. So unless we get to Part 3, doesn't matter. Seeing as everything else is open, we'll just try and sell off a few other items. So...
Listen, I will offer you the absolute maximum I can without losing my shirt. Here is 38,622 gold. Take it and tell all your friends that you cheated me.
Yes. So we've got the Daedric Claymore. Oh no. I sold the Daikatana like an idiot. I just want to double check that I don't have to sell anything else. Yep. Alright, so that was very stupid of me, but I don't think we'll lose too much. Just want to double check, I'm always curious. So it looks like it's different.
The Superior Bookstall prides itself on having the lowest prices in Daggerfall. Though you have bargained with me until the sun is low in the sky, I can sell it for no less than 732 gold pieces.
And I feel like an idiot that I'm doing this, but I want to double check which Fool's Ebony I'm on. So I've got 5 and 6. Now I should also be checking to make sure that I haven't, that I've got the right volume settings. Okay, good. Wait, so I don't have any copies of Fool's Ebony in my wagon? That doesn't make sense. 1. I guess that means I'm on number 2.
You've bargained me long and hard, Caius. Let us be done. I would normally charge more, but for you, I only ask 324 gold. Truly, it is but a pittance.
Alright, let's make sure I don't sell the wrong stuff this time. I'll keep 1 as a backup.
Enough of this endless dickering. You are obviously in great need. Normally I would pay less, far less, but for you I will offer 59,570 gold.
Alright, I'm committed now. I don't think the general store will really have anything. So maybe I'll try visiting the pawn shop on the way, but I think we're in good shape. Straight down to the bank. And we'll put 21,723 in. $238. Nice. I think it's still the most expensive house is almost $1 million. So we still have a way to go. Although it'd be nice if we got interest. Now we still have an hour before the Mages Guild opens. But we can pass the time with some books. Actually, while we're at it, we can visit the King's books. See if there's any other tomes we can pick up. I don't think this is... I don't think this is the King's books. Oh, fair enough, it is. I'm just gonna double check that I don't already have Holidays of Iliac Bay. Because that might tell us a little bit about when to summon. Ah, so I do have a copy of it. Alright, we'll just reread that when I get the opportunity.
After a long session of haggling, 716 gold pieces is my final offer.
we'll read the books while we're waiting for the Mage's Guild to open, and I might take a quick minute just to refill my water. I went too far. That's right, the Mage's Guild is open to me at all hours now. Alright, I will be back in just a second. Nope, I just clicked the wrong screen. Alright, here we go.
Who are you? Oh, good heavens, I remember now. Evelina Greensley's formal tunic, of course. And here it is. Well, as it happens, while you were gone, I had quite a breakthrough in my research. You see, it wasn't the azimuth vectors at all. The key to the whole problem is actually... Well, the point is I no longer need the formal tunic. It is a beautiful piece of work, though, isn't it? Why don't you keep it, since you went through the trouble to find it for me? Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to work.
Now, that better be some pretty spectacular powers.
You and the trainer practice for 3 hours. The trainer tells you to reflect on what you've learned and to see if you can put it to good use. Enough bargaining? My price is 117 gold pieces. Take it or leave it.
I mean, that's not terrible, but I think I'm going to sell it. Now, the real question is, I think I just missed a summoning chance. So maybe we want to relocate to a new location and just try and do some of the quests, the main quest, while we're waiting. I'd still like to advance in the Mage's Guild, but...
I'm desperate. The Dark Brotherhood has taken my child, Uthwir Greensley, and will kill him if I do not pay a ransom. I do not have enough to buy his freedom, but I can pay you 615 gold pieces if you will free him.
Sure.
You're my savior. His name is Thadaval Kingling. Quickly now, you have only 18 days before they kill Uthwir Greensley. He's being held in the Copperwing residence in Cromhope.
I just wanted to see if I could advance in the guild. I guess not. just gonna take a minute here and look at the Mages Guild ranks. So 71 is the next level. And we're looking for the Copperwing residence. Can you tell me where I can find the Copperwing residence?
You'll find it. Hold on, let me show you the Copperwing residence on your map.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, that would have been like the last place I looked. Thank you, madam. Alright, this is probably gonna hurt my reputation, but...
Copperwing residence is dark and ominous. It is certain that enemies lurk everywhere.
Whoops.
No one messes with the Dark Brotherhood and lives.
I'm probably poisoned.
Are you here to rescue me? My name is Uthria Greensley. I don't like these people. Please take me back to my family.
I think for the antidote, I probably don't have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough magic, I don't think. So... oh, the witch's box, alright then. I don't think I have a cure disease. Singwood, alright. Oh, that's way too far out of the way. Hopefully I don't die on my way. Made it. Let's drop off the kid first, and then we can worry about healing myself. Also, oh, not that one. Drat. I wanted to recover the reputation, but that's fine, we'll just jump back through this. I guess they only appear when you find the kid.
No one messes with the Dark Brotherhood and lives.
Alright, that was substantially easier than last time. I forgot to do my light actions.
The celebration of second planting is in full glory this day. It is a holiday with traditions similar to first planting. Improvements on first seeding symbolically suggest improvements on the soul. The free clinics of the temples are open for the second and last time this year, offering cures for those suffering from any kind of disease or affliction. Because peace and not conflict is stressed at this time, battle injuries are healed only at full price.
So, apparently, it decided to switch the holidays around. And it winds up being a thunderstorm, and I get struck by lightning and die. So people aren't mad at me for breaking into that house, it looks like. Here's a kid.
Uther Greensley, you're alive and well. Caius, I owe you a debt that can never be fully repaid. This modest reward is the least that I can give you.
Thanks. Okay. You know what? Let's not read in the rain. Also, let's get some training in. I seem to have lost very little stamina from that, but... Okay, I think I'm gonna go to the King's Hawk Shop. I dodged the puzzle this time. I'm learning. I don't think I'm ready to give that one up yet.
Enough of this endless dickering. You're obviously in great need. Normally I would pay far less, but for you I will offer 20,190 gold.
Works for me. Let me just make sure I have what I need. Yep, we're still in good shape. Alright, so there's a few things that I would like to do before we head out. One, I'd like to catch up on my reading. And then we'll do a review of our log in terms of seeing where our next step might be, because I feel like the main quest has kind of gone by, or gone neglected. And then we need to figure out when we're going to do our first summoning. Oh, before anything though, I need to drop off some money at the bank. Question I don't remember the answer to is whether or not I keep my money in different provinces, or if it's just regional banks. Again, 3,000's a lot to be carrying around, but... Nice, okay. So, first of all, our quests.
I'm on a mission from the Emperor to investigate the shade of King Lysandus. His spirit has been haunting the city of Daggerfall. The Emperor himself has charged me with the duty of laying this ghost to rest. There is also the minor matter of a letter he sent to the Queen of Daggerfall. If I should find out what happened to the letter, he would be most appreciative. Before landing in Daggerfall, a sudden storm capsized the ship, and I barely made it into this cave.
I also forgot where we were. I could watch the old videos, but I forgot where we were on the letter.
Freydis the 26th of Morningstar. I met with Lady Brezenia in the tavern room. She told me that the three major powers of the Iliac Bay are Daggerfall, Wayrest, and Sentinel. If I am to investigate the mystery of Lysander's ghost, I should start by speaking with the royal families of these fiefdoms.
Actually, with that in mind, maybe I should take a minute at the visit the Palace of Daggerfall just to see what's going on. But first up, let's get some of the reading list down.
The Old Ways, the Customs and Philosophy of Grave and Faithful Counsel. We who know the old ways are well aware of the existence of a spiritual world invisible to the unenlightened. Just as one living in a kingdom but unaware of the political machinations may see a new tax or battle preparation as capricious fortune, many observe floods, famines, and madness with helpless incomprehension. This is deplorable. As the great Sulian Darnigian moaned, the power of ignorance can truly shatter mithril like glass. What, after all, is the origin of these spiritual forces that move the invisible strings of Mundus? Any neophyte of Artaeum knows that the spirits are our ancestors, and that while living, they too were bewildered by the spirits of their ancestors, and so on to the original Akarai. The Daedra and gods of the common people the Daedra and the gods the common people turn to are no more than spirits of superior men and women whose power and passion granted them great influence in the phantom world. Certainly this is our truth and our religion, but how does it help us in our sacred duty to Salifrene, or provide grave and faithful counsel? Firstly, we can easily grasp that both the necessity of both bringing good men great power and making powerful men good. We recognize the multiple threats that a strong tyrant represents. He breeds cruelty, which feeds the Daedra Boethia, and hatred, which feeds the Daedra Venermia.
I'm going to make a quick note of that I don't want to summon these people.
If he should die performing a particularly malevolent act, he may go on to rule in oblivion. Worst of all, he inspires other villains to power and other rulers to villainy. Knowing this, we have developed patience in our dealings with such despots. They should be crippled, humiliated, impoverished, imprisoned. Other counselors, then we may advocate assassination or warfare, which, aside from its spiritual significance, is expensive. Alatric?
I want to look up that word. Apparently it does not have a meaning. Drat.
And likely to cause at least as much pain to the innocents as the British dictator was inflicting. No, we are intelligence gatherers, dignified diplomats, not revolutionaries. How then are our counselors faithful? We are faithful only to the old ways. It is essential always to remember the spiritual world in watching our world. Performing the rites of Mawita on the 2nd of Hearthfire and Viglid on the 1st of Second Seed are essential means of empowering the salutary ghosts and debilitating the unclean spirits. How then are we faithful to those we counsel and to the Isle of Artaeum? Perhaps the sage Terete said it best: in Mundus conflict, disparity is what brings change, and change is most sacred of all to the 11 forces. Change is the force without focus or origin, and it is only duty to the disciplined psychic, enlightened one, to dilute change where it brings greed, gluttony, sloth, ignorance, prejudice, cruelty. Terete lists the 111 prodigalities, and to encourage change where it brings excellence, beauty, happiness, and enlightenment. As such, the faithful counsel has but one master, his mind. If the man the psychic counsels acts wickedly and brings Oganithir, bad change, he will not be counseled. It is the psychic's duty to counterbalance the Ungithir by any means necessary. A student of the old ways may indeed vassal himself to a lord, but it is a risky relationship. Should the lord refuse the wise counsel and order of the psychic, to use Terete's outmoded word, to perform an act contrary to the teachings of the old ways, there are few available options. The psychic may abandon his lord, which will bring shame on him in the Isle of Artaeum, and so may never be allowed home again. The psychic may also kill himself. An overview of gods and worship in Tamriel. Editor's note, Brother Hedgefield is an associate scribe at the Imperial University Office of Introductory Studies. Gods are commonly viewed by the evidence of their interest in worldly matters. A central belief in the active participation of deities in mundane matters can be challenged by the evidence of apathy on the part of gods during times of plague or famine.
I believe we've read this once before, but I don't actually own it.
From intervention in legendary quests to manifestations in common daily life, no pattern for the gods of Tamriel activities is readily apparent. The concerns of gods in many ways seem unrelated, or at best unconcerned, with the daily trials of the mortal realm. The exceptions do exist, however. Many historical records and legends point to the direct intervention of one or more gods at times of great need. Many heroic tales recount blessings of the divinely bestowed upon heroic figures who worked or quested for the good of a deity or the deity's temple. Some of the more powerful artifacts in the known world were originally bestowed upon their owners through such reward. It has also been reported that priests of high ranking in their temples may on occasion call upon their deity for blessings or help in time of need. The exact nature of such contact and the blessings bestowed is given much to speculation, as the temples hold such associations secret and holy. This direct contact gives weight to the belief that the gods are aware of the mortal realm. In many circumstances, however, the same gods will do nothing in the face of suffering and death, seeming to feel no need to interfere. It is thus possible to conclude that we, as mortals, may not be capable of understanding more than a small fraction of the reasoning and logic such beings use. One defining characteristic of all gods and goddesses is their interest in worship and deeds. Deeds in the form of holy quests are just one of the many things that bring the attention of a deity. Deeds in everyday life, by conforming to the statutes and obligations of individual temples, are commonly supposed to please a deity. Performance of a ceremony in a temple may also bring a deity's attention. Ceremonies vary according to the individual deity. The results are not always apparent, but sacrifice and offerings are usually required to have any hope of gaining a deity's attention. While direct intervention in daily temple life has been recorded, the exact nature of the presence of a god in daily mundane life is up to great speculation. A traditional saying of the Wood Elves goes, "One man's miracle is another man's accident." While some gods are believed to take an active part in daily life, others are well known for their lack of interest in temporal affairs. It has been theorized that gods do in fact gain strength from such things as worship through praise, sacrifice, and deed. It may even be theorized that the number of worshippers a given deity has may reflect on his overall position among the other gods. This, my own conjecture, garnered from it the apparent ability of larger temples to attain blessings and assistance from their god with greater ease than smaller religious institutions. There are reports of the existence of spirits in our world that have the same capacity to use their actions and deeds of mortals to strengthen themselves as do the gods. The understanding of the exact nature of such creatures would allow us to understand with more clarity the connection between a deity and the deity's worshippers. The implication of the existence of such spirits leads to the speculation that these spirits may even be capable of raising themselves to the level of a god or goddess. Matuso of the Imperial Seminary has suggested that these spirits may be the remnants of gods and goddesses who through time lost all or most of their following, reverting to their earliest, most basic form. Practitioners of the old ways say that there are no gods, just greater and lesser spirits. Perhaps it is possible that all three theories to be true.
Alright, and one last thing we'll do, I want to take a look at the holidays in
Holidays of the Iliac Bay.
So I'm just gonna scan this and see if there's anything that lines up with summoning days. Mentions a few last seed, but I don't see any summoning days on last seed. They're close, but not exact. All right. I'm going to do a quick look at the wiki to see if there's anything about banking. Alright, so here's the entry that it says in the wiki.
Banks are institutions where you can deposit gold and perform other financial transactions. Almost every region in Iliac Bay has its own bank account. Unlike subsequent Elder Scrolls games, gold in Daggerfall is not weightless. 400 gold pieces have a weight of 1 kilogram. Therefore, the amount of gold that you can carry at one time is limited by your strength, and it is necessary to periodically visit a bank to deposit what you have accumulated during your adventures. An account is free, but banks from different regions are not connected with each other.
Good to know.
For example, you cannot access your account with the Bank of Daggerfall when you are in Sentinel.
So that's all that I need, but let's read the rest of this entry.
Letter of Credit. If you want to transfer gold from one region to another, or if you need more gold than you can carry, you need to obtain a letter of credit. The letter's value is defined when certified at a bank. The administrative charge for certification is equal to 1% of the letter's value. Therefore, if you request a 100,000 gold letter, 101,000 gold will be deducted from your bank account. A letter of credit weighs only 0.25 kilograms. It is automatically reduced in value by the appropriate amount when used for purchases, and is accepted as a means of payment in most situations. Some services, such as taverns, will only accept gold. Loan. You can borrow up to 1,100,000 gold from a bank. You can only have one loan from a region's bank at any time. The loan must be paid back within a year, 360 days, with 10% interest. If you do not pay back your debt on time, your reputation in the region may drop by 5 points. After about a month, your reputation will go up 1 point, but will not improve further until you do something to improve your regional reputation. In addition, you cannot get a new loan until you pay back the old one. Note, in-game text indicates that if you do not pay back your debts on time, you will be pursued by headhunters sent by the bank. However, this does not appear to be the case.
I'm not going to exploit that.
Buy or sell a house. In every town or city there is a bank. You can purchase one of many available houses. The cost of buying a house is extremely high, with the cheapest homes costing over 300,000 gold. If you own a house, you can sell it back to the bank at a significantly reduced price. Houses acquired through nightly order quests can also be sold. Only one home may be owned at a time. Buy or sell a ship. If the bank is located at a seaport, you may also purchase a ship. 2 types of ships are sold. The smaller variety costs 100,000 gold, while the larger variety costs 200,000 gold. A ship can be sold back to any bank, even in cities that are not in seaports, for a lower price. Only one ship may be owned at a time. And let's see what the ship article says, because I don't know why I would want to own one. Seems like a thing you'd want to rent. Ships in Daggerfall are purchasable from any port town in a bank and act much like houses. There are 2 different ships available for purchase, one costing 100,000, the other costing 200,000. Much like houses, you can only own one at a time, so on and so forth. If you own a ship, selecting ship in the transportation menu will instantly transport you to your vessel. While aboard, the other travel options are unavailable. Selecting ship again will transport you back to the original location. Ships have a lower deck that can be entered via a door towards the middle of the ship. The lower deck consists of a few different levels separated into several empty rooms and a cargo hold. Fast travel on a ship can dramatically reduce the time to get distances far apart that would benefit from taking a ship route. However, taking a ship does cost more money than walking or riding unless you already own one. Oh, I don't think that's about ship ownership, though. And houses? A house affords you a safe space to rest without drawing the ire of town guards, stockpile loot, and otherwise serve as a status symbol. Houses are purchasable from banks or obtained as a gift upon achieving the highest rank in a knightly order. However, if you cannot afford a house and want a storage area that isn't your cart, you could also purchase a ship for a fraction of the cost, or just rent a room in the tavern for as long as you need.
Alright. So ends the lore dump, so I'm gonna do 2 saves. Oh yeah, you know what? Before I do that, I actually wanted to go to the palace to see if there was anything I could progress with the main quest. The thing I don't want to do is just throw away a bunch of money because I wound up picking up a letter of credit and then going to a city that didn't matter. So we're gonna start by talking to the royalty in Daggerfall. This is what you want to do when approaching an embassy or a castle. Just draw the weapon and run to the front door as fast as you can.
All are free to petition His Highness at this time. Do not stray from the audience chamber, lest ye have royal blessing to do so. Always speak politely to the king and queen, and above all, cast no spells while within these walls. Do ye agree with these terms? My cousin, Belladonna Kingheart, has appealed to me for aid in a rather distasteful situation. It appears that there is a temple of some variety being consecrated, if that's the proper phrase for these disgusting orcish activities. Well, obviously we need to crush it while it's in its budding. I am willing to go as high as 618 gold. Can I count on your help, Caius?
Sure.
Thank you in advance for this, Caius. What I think would be the best use of your abilities is to infiltrate Theodoric Laboratory and eliminate the so-called shaman of that temple. If we can kill it before our assault in 14 days, that would make our job much easier. When the deed is done, report to my cousin's palace in Cromwich Hill. She is the one who is going to pay you for all this. Well met, stranger.
Fair day to thee. Please disseminate a little news, will you?
You're that dark elf that rescued Uthwer Greensley. What a hero.
Fascinating. Apprise me of the situation. Jesus. The situation with the Underking.
None that I know of. Fine. I would appreciate any information about Belladonna Kingheart, since I have nothing nice to say.
Alright, apparently Abu Kai is not gonna talk to me.
The small heraldic device above the door
Does something.
Are you by any chance available for a little assignment that would not take you any time at all and will make you 466 gold pieces richer?
Why not?
By the Whorefather, that's grand. I have a rather dim-witted associate of mine who left on an assignment without her tower shield. I need it rushed to Burgwood straight away. There's a little place called the Pig and Jug where you can find a Bridwell named Lord Bridwell. Give him the tower shield and he will give you the 466 gold pieces. On a final note, he will be leaving the Pig and Jug in 11 days with or without the tower shield, so you'd best be on your way. Well met, stranger.
Have you been... Never mind. Salutations, Miniseria. Please disseminate a little news, will you?
A sea storm wrecked a ship just off the shores of Daggerfall. I hear it carried an emissary from the Emperor.
You can't believe these kinds of rumors.
Indeed.
Indeed, if possible, I would hear about Belladonna Kingheart.
Since I have nothing nice to say.
Fine, I was hoping you might know about the Underking.
Can't think of anything to say.
Alright. So get these quests taken care of before I do anything else. We've already read the second hunting, so... Burgwood. Could you please tell me, greetings, Lord Good Withseer Greenfoot. Where can I find the Pig and Jug?
You'll find it. The Pig and Jug is a ways east of here.
Well, that narrows it down.
Are you from Beniceria? Mother of ice, my tower shield. About time. I thought I was gonna have to leave without it. What took you so long anyway? What, I have to pay for my own tower shield? Very well, if that's what Beniceria told you. Now I've wasted enough time. I must be on my way.
You're welcome. Alright, Cromwich Hill. Let me double check that actually. Theodoric Laboratory. Yeah, we can handle that. It's here somewhere. I don't like doing these multiple timeline approaches, but again, that's a lot of money to give up. Oh boy. Cool. I have half a mind to just teleport straight to the straight to the bad guy. Oh, I get it. You're supposed to lower yourself down. Oh, this is insane. There's no way to do it without clipping. dungeon. And apparently there's no way for me to move out of here. So you know what? That's fine. Unless that guy that was walking around is the shaman I'm supposed to kill. Holy crap. Yeah, this might be one that I teleport directly to the bad guy for, just because this seems like a very frustrating exercise to go through. The candle is a very amusing way to represent the light spell, by the way. Surprise. Oh boy. So I don't have to creep up behind them for a backstab, it turns out. What I might do between the next couple of episodes is review some of the previous quests I went on and just catch up on the story, because unfortunately the log doesn't give you those details. Actually, let me double check that. Well, this is just so useful. Yeah, so the problem here is there's really no way for me to know exactly what I've done if it's been a long time between quests. So apparently the optimal strategy in this is to, by the way, I like that I'm apparently absorbing a bunch of magicka. The optimal strategy in this is to build up your resistances and just lemming into everyone. relation to the well, this particular pattern that I'm in is one of the first dungeons I ran into, which required me to teleport to the object of the quest. So this is just a terrible, you know what? All pretense has been abandoned. Ow.
You've killed the orc shaman.
I should feel bad about this, but I don't. This is just to see what effort it would have taken me to have accessed them. So clearly there is some way that you can access this guy, but he was behind a secret door. In this room. Right, no access through here. Presently, there is no way to access it, so either there's a teleporter or there is a switch somewhere that changes the door. Anyways, I don't feel bad at all about making the move I did. Okay, so we want to head to Cromwich Hill. I think we can still get there in time. Oh, palace should be easy to find.
Greetings to you, Caius. First-rate job with that stinking rats and shaman. How dare they set up their cannibal temples in my land. Their leaderless rabble should be easier to deal with now. Here's your 618 pieces. Go wild.
I already did.
I've heard of you, Caius. I am Belladonna Kingheart. May I beg a boon of you? Are you passing by Horborn Wood anytime soon? If so, I need to deliver a package to someone there. I would gladly pay you 887 gold pieces.
I wasn't planning on it, but sure.
Great. Take this package, it to Horborn Wood, and ask for Begtor Hawksmith. He will pay you. He needs it there in 4 days. Here is the package. This bracelet is a gift to Begtor Hawksmith that will seal my arrangement with him.
Hail, good Belladonna Kingheart. I would appreciate any information about the Underking.
My spies told me about this. The Underking may be nothing more than a myth, but his minions are very real. The common people of Tamriel definitely believe in the Underking and fear him greatly.
Alright, I have to find Bektor Hawksmith. Greetings to you. Do you know where Bektor Hawksmith is?
I heard of you, Caius. I'd help you if I could.
Madam, can you please tell me where I can find Bektor Hawksmith?
Gotta be around here somewhere.
What about you, good sir?
That's really easy. You'll want to go to the Hawksmith residence. It's a ways west of here.
Thank you. And there's a general goods store, so I'll take the opportunity to sell some stuff. Okay, a thing.
Not bad, not bad. I'd give most people less, but for you, 808 gold. That's my absolute best offer. A warm hello to you, good Caius.
Good day, Gwienne Gaerton. Where can I find Bektor Hawksmith?
I wish I knew, Caius. Could be anywhere. A warm hello to you, good Caius.
How are you, Christabeth Asham? Do you know where Bektor Hawksmith is?
You asked the right person. Just look for it very nearby. Here, I'll show you the Hawksmith residence on your map.
We are quite literally standing in front of it. If waiting will help. I'm gonna reload the save anyway, but I actually want to see if this guy's ever available. The guy's never in. Good to know. Alright, now this is just surreal. Just want to take a quick minute and see if there's any details about this quest. So I'm trying to find where the quest is in the wiki here. Huh. I can't actually find this item. Alright, let me see if there's something online I can find that's not in the wiki. Alright, so we did find this. Alright, so, Daggerfall, the Courier. Nope, this is looking familiar. Sorry guys, I just need a minute here. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a standard spawn. might just give myself the reputation. Yes, there doesn't seem to be any way to teleport in and out of this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try reloading this. Oh, this is so hard to tell which one is which. I just killed the stream, by the way. Oh, maybe I went into the wrong one. Whoops.
I was hoping Belladonna Kingheart would be able to get this to me in time. She's been so busy lately. Here's the 887 that you were promised.
All right. Sorry, guys, I've got a couple of serious messages that are coming in, so I need to respond to them right away. I'm really sorry, guy.
Sorry, guys. There's a rather serious thing going on in the message, and I don't want to kill the stream, but I do need to get a lot of this stuff written out. So I know this is really bad for broadcasting. The problem is I don't have a way of stitching this together afterwards. So I'll try and wrap this up really quick, but it's unavoidable at this point.
Alright, I think this should be...
I'll give you the price I offer my closest friends and family. The market value of that is much less, but I think I can give you 1,219 gold.
Alright, I think I'm going to start by going to Daggerfall. So, unless I get good quests, well, I guess there's really nothing I can learn from the royal family here. I need to figure it out.
All are free to petition His Highness at this time. Do not stray from the audience chamber, lest ye have royal blessing to do so. Always speak politely to the king and queen, and above all, cast no spells while within these walls. Do ye agree with these terms?
Sorry, I need another minute. Alright, so Abukai won't speak to me.
Heard any good orc jokes lately? My cousin told me what a good job you did.
Alright, fair day to thee. I would be grateful for information about the Underking.
The Underking is, well, sort of like a lich. A very powerful, very mysterious, ancient lich. Now where does he live, and what does he want? That I can't tell you. Ah, my dear friend, how good of you to return. How are things? I couldn't care less about the Underking. Take your peasant feet away from my noble person.
They're mad. Alright, so this is going to be the part where I have some difficulty. gonna do is head to the... I'm gonna head to the bank. Actually, we'll do the potions first. Again, I apologize for the sudden delays, but there's a pretty serious thing that just happened that I'm trying to help people out with on Discord. I might have to call it if things keep going this way, but I'm gonna do my best to keep to at least get to another destination.
Listen, I can offer you the absolute maximum I can without losing my shirt. Here is 1,735 gold. Take it and tell all your friends that you cheated me.
Again, apologies. I'll try to make some progress in between things. Sorry again, guys. I'll try and wrap this up fast. All right. So I want to try and take out. Should I just take out everything? I don't think that's right. All right. Two-way rest. just one more minute. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get some leads on the main story. Alright, I kinda wanna talk to Baron Zaya first, but... Alright, she won't talk to me.
Well met, stranger.
Hail, King Edware. You haven't heard anything interesting lately, have you?
And Syria was singing the praises of some dark elf mercenary she hired.
Oh, tell me more about this guy.
If possible, I would...
If possible, I'd hear about the Underking. Yeah, right, fair enough. Alright, Baron Zaya.
If you could, Caius, I am in need of assistance from someone I know isn't a complete buffoon. I sent another mercenary out to deliver a small package to a temple. Nothing of great value, but damned if it wasn't stolen. Well, at least this idiotic hired hand paid attention to where the bandits went. Do you think you could help me get out and get my parcel back?
Sure.
Thank you in advance, Caius. Now, complications. The bandits sold the holy candle to a temple, the Benevolence of Mara in Aldinglech. It apparently has some sort of religious significance to them. In order to avoid embarrassment, I need you to steal the holy candle out of the temple and get it to Carolina Ashford. You'll find her at the Pig and Hedgehog and in the Lynx and Porcupine Tavern. The holy candle must be in moronic Carolina Ashford's hands within 20 days, blah blah blah.
And I'm not allowed to talk to her anymore. And it's mid-year. I keep forgetting to see if there are any summonings I can do, but there aren't. Alright, to Aldinglech. Not sure what to make of these parallel runs, to be honest. I think I'm probably gonna stick with this one, but... Just want to see what temple this is. Alright. I did not appreciate that apparently I can rob this stuff. Alright, so apparently there's some candle that I need to get rid of. Nope, that's not the candle. Alright, so apparently there's a holy candle somewhere here. I'm apparently just too dumb to find it. So this might have to be... Oh, there we go.
You pick up the holy candle, now get it to Carolina Ashford.
Run for your lives. Oh, they're pretty cool about this, actually. The pig and hedgehog. Oh boy. The pig and hedgehog. Makes perfect sense.
Thank Akatosh you arrived, guys. Listen, hurry back to Queen Baronzaya. She will pretend to forget you ever existed, and you won't get a copper if you're not back in 6 days. Believe me, I know her ways.
Oh, I forgot to do my, spell casting. That's fine. Oh, there's no way over this. Damnation. So if I can't find anything on Way Rest, then Sentinel will be the next location. I know I need to be looking for some kind of information about the totem, but I'm not 100% sure what the lead is supposed to be. Holy smokes, I need to make this stop. Oh, this is for Akatosh.
The Akatosh Chantry, after a relatively short deliberation, has elected to raise your rank within the temple. Henceforth, and until further notice, you will be addressed within the temple by the title Patriarch.
Let's figure out what that is. I'm just taking a minute here to look at the ranks within, Oh, this is the top level. What does that get me? So Akatosh. Apparently I get an improvement to fast travel. A library. Wounds, potions, potion maker, and Daedra summoning. Oh, Jesus. I could have this solved a lot sooner. I picked the right temple, apparently. Just want to make sure that I have a cure poison and disease.
Enough bargaining. My price is 408 gold pieces. Take it or leave it.
Ah, okay, so this is where I can get my potion. Oh, this is so tempting. It's mid-year, though. I don't think there's anything for me to do. I'll resist training for now, but... yeah, let's get a quest.
If you are by any chance looking for work, an easy 1,201 gold pieces, I just might have a job for you. It'll involve some combat, but you look like you wouldn't mind that. Does it sound like a possibility?
It does.
Very good. You know that Akatosh is the god of time, but he is also a dragon god, and we hold dragons as our holy symbol. One of the members of our fighting order, the Order of the Hour, has apparently gone berserk and taken to attacking our dragons right in our sacred grove. Of course, the murderer must be stopped. You will find the Dragon Slayer in a place called the Stronghold of Kingling. If you are not successful within 7 days, we will send the Order of the Hour in, and your reward will be forfeit. May Akatosh bless you on your quest.
Oh, I get the layout now. Alright, but first things first, we gotta turn in our existing quest. Just one more moment, please. This is wrapping up, so... I'm an idiot. Alright. Sorry to make this just go off the rails at the end here, but life sometimes gets in the way. If it's a dungeon, I probably won't be able to complete this, but I'll do my best.
Hi, the Frozen Wastes, welcome back, Caius. I don't know why I hired that mental deficient in the first place. Well, here's your 829 gold pieces. You certainly deserve it. I was wondering if you might do me a small favor. You see, I have a friend who requires a certain shipment of a certain substance to be brought by a certain time. I trust that I'm making myself clear. Are you available for such an assignment, given a payment of, say, 772 gold pieces?
Sure.
So you are available. Well, that's grand. I must say, now then, here's a whatsamajig, a rainwater. It needs to be brought to an alchemist I know by the name of Andestir Copperhouse. You'll find him at the Emperor's Medicines in Kirkmarket. With luck, he will have something for you to bring to my friend, Veneria Hearthheart. Well, best be off. Andestir Copperhouse told me he needed the rainwater in 9 days or less. Thank you, and have a good journey. You're the dark elf who helped me with that unpleasantness with the temple, yes?
Yeah, I am indeed. What do you know of the Underking?
My dear Caius, the Underking may be nothing more than a myth, but his minions are very real. The common people of Tamriel definitely believe in the Underking and fear him greatly. Don't you know?
What about the necromancers? Nothing to say. Any news? No. Hit the wrong button. Alright, so I have multiple quests. I think what I'll do is, I'll try the delivery first. Oh, maybe not. Looks like we'll be finishing this one at the start of the dungeon, and then carrying on with the courier mission later. I still don't know if recall factors in, so I think I'm going to keep the one where I got the letter of credit, but I'm going to keep the other one open just in case. Alright, and with that in mind, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.